What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. All my discoveries have been made in answer to prayer. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. My powers are ordinary. Only my application brings me success. To arrive at the simplest truth requires years of contemplation. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so we have no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. If I am anything, which I highly doubt, I have made myself so by hard work. Truth is the offspring of silence and meditation. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been due more to patient attention than to any other talent. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is the truth. God created everything by number, weight, and measure. When two forces unite, their efficiency double. I consider my greatest accomplishment to be lifelong celibacy. This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets, could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. I have a fundamental belief in the Bible as the Word of God, written by those who were inspired. I studied the Bible daily. Sir Isaac Newton was asked how he discovered the law of gravity. He replied, by thinking about it all the time. You have to make the rules, not follow them. I shall not mingle conjectures with certainties. It is the perfection of God's works that they are all done with the greatest simplicity. He is the God of order and not of confusion. It is the perfection of God's works that they are all done with the greatest simplicity. He is the God of order and not of confusion. And therefore, as they would understand the frame of the world must endeavor to reduce their knowledge to all possible simplicity, so must it be in seeking to understand these visions. I know not how I seem to others, but to myself I am but a small child wandering upon the vast shores of knowledge, every now and then finding a small bright pebble to content myself with while the vast ocean of undiscovered truth lay before me. 'Tis much better to do a little with certainty and leave the rest for others that come after than to explain all things by conjecture without making sure of anything. This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets, could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. Gravity must be caused by an agent acting constantly according to certain laws, but whether this agent be material or immaterial, I have left to the consideration of my readers. They who search after the philosopher's stone are by their own rules obliged to a strict and religious life. Philosophy is such an impertinently litigious lady that a man had as good be engaged in lawsuits as have to do with her. If I have done great things, it's because I was standing in the closet of smart men taking notes and then publishing their ideas as my own. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. If I have been able to see further than others, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so we have no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. We account the scriptures of God to be the most sublime philosophy. I find more sure marks of authenticity in the Bible than in any profane history whatever. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. Whence arises all that order and beauty we see in the world. No sciences are better attested than the religion of the Bible. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so have we no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things.